You know that feeling when you're really in the zone and then you ask your AI agent to do something and then it asks you like 5 questions to do one simple thing? Kind of kills the momentum, right? So in today's video, I'm going to show you a neat trick that you can use inside of Copilot Studio to streamline this whole process and get the AI agent to ask you for all of the information it needs to perform the tool call in one simple form. Because I know for myself, that's one of the things that I struggle with the most whenever I'm building Copilots in Copilot Studio, is getting them to call the tool in an intelligent way that doesn't ask the user for too much information, that doesn't prolong the conversation unnecessarily. Hey, but before we get into it, if you found this channel, my name is Brandon Melville. I'm a certified Microsoft AI engineer, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos just like this. So please subscribe, give this video a like if you enjoy it after you watch it, of course, and I look forward to seeing you in whatever video I make next. Alright, so I'm going to start by demonstrating the problem to you guys. So you make your agent, you come over here, you give it a tool, and then now you want to test it. So you ask a question that you think will get your agent to call the tool. So in this instance, we gave it one tool, create a contact. So now we're going to ask it to create a contact. Okay. And so now you can see the agent is generating a plan. And now it asks the question, which contacts folder would you like to create the new contact in? In this instance, I'll put it in leads. Okay, and then now please provide the home phone number for the contact. So we'll say something like this. All right, we gave it a phone number. And okay, so sometimes Copilot Studio can also be a little bit finicky with the tools. You can see I've run into this before in the past, and I'm going to show you how to fix it as well. But you can see the problem here that I'm specifically talking about. That I ask it to create a contact, and then it asks me which folder, then it asks me which phone number, and so it can be kind of a lot, right? So I'm going to show you how to fix this error, and I'm also going to show you how to fix this long conversation up here as well, okay? So now I'm going to show you guys the solution. I'm going to show you the improved workflow, and I'm going to show you exactly how I made it. So first, let's come over here and test our agent. This agent has the same tool as the previous one, so we're going to ask it to create a contact. All right, so now it's processing, generating a plan. And you can see here, now it hits this new topic that I've created, the adaptive card topic. And it sends me an adaptive card. It wants me to fill this out, so I'll go ahead and fill it out. We'll say we have a new contact named James. He's from the Cheddar Chase. His email address is the Jameson guy 100, and we'll give him a phone number as well. Okay, and now we'll hit create contact. All right, so please select a contacts folder where you would like to create the new contact. All right, bam, we'll put it in leads. So now you can see that it's successfully created the contact. You can see instead of asking it one by one, you get this intuitive adaptive card that lets you fill in multiple fields at once. So it's really streamlined. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I made this. So you can see here, I have this adaptive card topic, and if you hit the details, you can see I've made an input variable named tool fields needed. I've set it to dynamically be filled by AI, and then you can see under the output, I've given it one output variable, adaptive card answers. And then inside the topic, I take that tool fields needed that the AI generated, and I pass it to a prompt. And here I'll show you guys that prompt. What this prompt does is it generates the adaptive card JSON in a way that is it's compatible for Microsoft, for the Microsoft adaptive card. So that's all this is. It just goes through and it fills it out. I gave it a few notes, and then here I enter the tool fields inside of the prompt for it to generate. So then after it's generated that, I get it inside of this variable, the adaptive card data, and then here you can see I take that variable and I put it inside the adaptive card using the topic.adaptiveCardData.text, right? So don't forget the topic dot to tap into your topic variables and the dot text to tap into the actual data. And so then after that, I take the answers that were generated by the user and I store it into a variable, the output variable that we made, called the adaptive card answers, right? So that's the topic. Now there's a few other things to know. I told you guys I'd show you how to fix that one error that we had previously, because what was happening was the AI was entering the data in a record format instead of a table format. So whenever you work with the create a contact tool, you want to specify that it needs to be in the table data type. So here you can see that the description I've given for this tool, I've added that. So I said this operation creates a new contact in a contacts folder. The expected type of table data type is required for the home phone's variable. When asking for inputs, use the adaptive card topics to ask multiple questions at once. You only need to run this tool once per contact added. Do not run back to back for the same person. So that was a specific error that I was getting with this tool as well. It would create a contact and then it would create the same contact again right after. So I just gave it a little note about that. And then here, there's a lot of different inputs you can have. You can see these are the 3 required ones, but I also wanted to add an email and a company name. And now when we look at the overview, the specific instructions that I've given it, it's really just about getting the agent to understand whenever you need to run a tool, use that adaptive card topic in order to get the answers that you need from the user all at once. So that's what this prompt basically does. So now you can see the real beauty of this, because if I just did that, if I just took a tool and I made a topic for an adaptive card, well, then that would be really simple. But that's also a lot of manual work. But having the AI generate the adaptive card, now that's valuable, because now you can add a few other tools and have it create adaptive cards for those as well, and only have to have one adaptive card topic. So now you can see I used it for the create a contact. So now we're going to use it for send an email. So let's go ahead and start a new testing session, and I'll say I want to send an email. All right, processing. So it hits that adaptive card topic again, and so now it wants me to enter the email, and then the subject of the email, I'll say hello James, and then the body of the email I say hello, thank you for being a tester. And then I'll hit send email. All right, and I get a confirmation message back saying that it succeeded. So let's go over to our testing email and see. So you can see it was really fast. It came through really quickly. And it just says, hello, James. Hello, thank you for being a tester, right? And if we check it inside of Outlook as well, you can see that inside of the leads folder, I do have my James contact as well. So don't you see the benefit that that can add to your Copilot? So really it streamlines the process for us as Copilot creators, and it also streamlines the user experience for them, because now they have a very simple intuitive form that's adaptive, that it's going to be specific for them each time depending on the conversation, on the specific tool. So I think that's really cool, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. But hey, I just want to thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you're here, you're probably a driven entrepreneur who's really interested in streamlining business processes. And if that sounds like you, I want to share something else with you. Me and my friend William, we started a Skool community where we're trying to build a network of really driven entrepreneurs. You can see some of the things that you get inside. You get business strategies, AI insights, powerful networking. My friend William, he's top notch. You know, he's an MBA guy, really smart. You can see if you join the Skool community, it's free, and you get the first chapter of his book. You get my N8N video course. You get his AI basics course. And it's a lot of really cool stuff. We just hit 49 members, and we'd love to have you guys there as well. So thank you so much once again for sticking to the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.